We are on Sanhedrin Perak Yud Aleph Mishnah Aleph. First Mishnah in the 11th and final chapter of Masechet Sanhedrin. So now we turn to the final form of mita, which is chenek. We learned what chenek is. Chenek is where they choke you to death. But we never learned who are the nechnakim. And remember, we learned that according to the Gemara, in the Gemara's order, if you look in the Gemara, this chapter is not the last chapter, it's the 10th chapter, not the 11th chapter. And the Mishnah is the other way around. So who are the nechnakim? Who gets chenek? So in order to understand this, you have to look at this is a Gemara. This is a Gemara in Sanhedrin Daf Nun Bet Amud Bet Nun Bet Amud Bet. This is the Gemara. So the Gemara says, how do you know you have chenek? So chenek is not mentioned in the Torah. There's no mention of stoning. We have streifa. We have hereg. We have but we don't have chenek. So the Gemara says, how do you know that there's chenek? Mot yumat. When it says mot yumat, when a person will surely die, that does say in the Torah. Bechenek. So we learned that must mean bechenek. Ata omer bechenek. Maybe it's a different mita. How do you know there is such a thing as chenek, as strangulation? Amrit, we said, kol makom shneimar mita b'Torah stam. Wherever it says mita in the Torah stam, without any stam means without any description. You can't be machmer. I mean, you don't. The other skiva say behereg chenek. Remember, chenek we said according to the most opinions is the most lenient. So if it says mitas, you give the most lenient. Divrei Rabbi Yoshia. So I said Rabbi Yoshia. Rabbi Yonatan Omer. Rabbi Yonatan says no. Lo mibdei kala. It's not because it's light, because it's the most lenient. Ella kol mitam b'Torah stam in ella chenek. Okay, so rather we have a misora. Anytime it says mita b'Torah stam, it must be chenek. Rabbi says the following. Rabbi says, how do I know it's chenek? I mean, everybody agrees it's chenek. The question is, how do we know? Ne'amar mita b'dei shamayim, because the Torah says there's such a thing as mita b'dei shamayim, divine execution. But ne'amar mita b'dei adam, and it says mita mot yumat, by human hand. Ma mita amura b'dei shamayim mita she'ein ba roshem. So just like that mita b'dei shamayim, when God kills a person, it makes no blemish. You don't see it on the body. Also, the same thing is true of human-inflicted execution. So for all these reasons, we learn that chenek is when it says mot yumat, we give chenek. So who gets chenek? A person who strikes his parents, father or mother. People don't know that. Striking father or mother, that's one of the reasons why you don't hit your child who's a bar mitzvah. Because it's lifnei iver, because you're enticing them to hit you back. Or someone who steals a person, who kidnaps a person from the Jewish people. Zakin Mamri, rebellious elder. We're going to go into the rebellious elder in more detail in the next Mishnayot. Or a false prophet. Or someone who prophesizes in the name of idolatry. Okay? Or someone who sleeps with a married woman, lives with a married woman. All those people, that guy gets chenek also. Okay, if a person sleeps with a bat kohen, who is remember we learned a betula, she gets sreifa, but bo'ala, the paramour, he gets chenek. So now, let's say there are edim who are edim zomimid, edim who are testifying that say, oh, I saw the bat kohen and her paramour, and they cheated and they committed this crime, they committed this sin. But then turns out that they were not just false edim, edei sheker, they were edim zomimid, because two witnesses came along. We're learning in Masechet Makot and said, Imanu ayitem, you could have testified, you couldn't have seen that act because you weren't in the Grossinger's hotel at that time, because you were with us in Israel at that time. Imanu ayitem, those are edim zomimid. So the rule of edim zomimid normally is you get what you tried to give. The bat kohen tried to get sreifa. Okay, so they should get sreifa. No, but the boel, her paramour, he doesn't get sreifa, he gets chenek. So we learned that the edim zomimim are like him and not like her. Let's look at the Bartuna for a second. Even though they tried to give her sreifa, burning, so they only, nonetheless, we still say they get the mita of her paramour, which is chenek. Like every other Eshet Ish, every other person who sleeps with a married woman. Okay, friend, we learned that from the Psukim. You can look it up if you want to. So those are the people that get, these are the list of people that get chenek. Hamakeh avivi. Now we're going to list them, go through them, and go through some of the halachot of them. Hamakeh avivi imo. If you strike your mother or your father or mother, eno chayav ad sheyaseh behem chabura. Okay, you're not chayav until you wound them. By the way, this is a very interesting halachic topic that poskim discuss. What happens if you're a doctor and you have to wound your parents? And it's a very interesting halachic question. Probably you should find somebody else, just to be sure. This is a stringency of cursing over someone who strikes. What's the stringency? If you curse your parents after they're dead, you're chayav. You can't curse your parents even though they're after they're dead. And we learn that from the pasuk. But if you strike your father's dead corpse, you're patur because you can't wound him once he's already dead. That's hamakel. If a person kidnaps someone, steals the soul from Israel, okay, you're not chayav until you bring him into your position. You have to kidnap him and bring him into your position. What do we know? So let's look at the pasuk. We're in Dvarim Chaf Dalet. Pasuk Zayin. Ki metzei ish gonev nefesh me'echad mibnei Yisrael. Okay, if you found stealing out of his brother, to be hit amerbo, and he deal with him as a slave. Umecharo means and you sell or you sell. Then umeta ganavho with the motumat. Mate, you die. Ubiatar mikubecha stam dying. That it refers to chenek. Okay, so you have to achich. So therefore, you have to achich nisan lebeshuto. It's not theft until you bring him into your possession. Okay, how do we know? Because we said, let's look at the dichtiv v'nimtza biyado. Let's look back at the pasuk. It's found. Okay, where's v'nimtza biyado? That's actually in Shmot Perakapala. Shmot Perakapala, pasuk Tav Zayin. Gonev ish umecharo. If you steal a person and sell him, v'nimtza biyado, and he's found in your possession, mot yumat, or he's found in your possession, mot yumat, you should surely be put to death. Again, mot yumat. That's chenek. So we learned v'nimtza biyado ve'en yado ela b'shuto, in your hand, meaning in your possession, as it says, and we learned the psukim. So you have to you have to kidnap him and bring him, I guess, into your house, car. I don't know. Rabbi Yehuda says not only that you brought him into your possession, you have to use him. It says, "V'hit amerbo umecharo." We learned that in the Devarim pasuk. Hit amerbo. You have to utilize him. You have to afflict him. V'hit amerbo. How do they translate v'hit amerbo? V'hit amerbo. And you deal with him as a slave. Use him in some way. Okay. Hagonev, but no. What if a person kills his own son? Rabbi Shmuel, but Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka b'chayev v'chachamim potrim. So Rabbi Shmuel, the son of Rabbi Yochanan ben Broka, says you're chayav. In that case, Chachamim say you're patur, and that depends on, is your son in your possession or is your son not in your possession? We said as opposed to when your son is already in your possession. If you have a person, if you stole a person who's half slave and half ben chorin, so if you steal a slave, so that's not a ben chorin. But if you steal someone who's half, how do you have half slave and half ben chorin? Let's say two guys own a slave, and one guy frees his half. So if you steal that person, Rabbi Yehuda mechayev, the chachamim potrin. Rabbi Yehuda says you're and they both learn it out from the psukim. They learn it out from the diukim of psukim, from one pasuk or two psukim. Obviously, if you're interested, you can learn the Gemara or look it up on your own. We'll stop here and dedicate our learning. I want to point out and remind people that if you want to, you should look at our Mishnah Yomit website. All of our Mishnayot are found on the Mishnah Yomit website. Many people access them every single day. Okay, you're encouraged to do so and enjoy the Mishnah Yomit website. And we'll dedicate our learning to Rabbi my father. Have a good day.